Are you a landowner wondering whether a solar farm is worth it for your land? With panels appearing across the countryside, it's a fair question to ask. If you're seriously considering diversifying your income with a renewable energy project, it's important to carefully weigh up the benefits and risks involved with solar. In this video, I'll break down the real pros and cons of hosting a solar farm, focusing on the income, the risks, land use, and the long-term returns so that you can decide if solar is right for you. A solar farm is best described as a large-scale installation of solar panels designed to export electricity to the grid. In the UK, solar farm land usage typically ranges from 20 to 200 acres, and they're often sited on farmland. They're usually ground-mounted with rows of panels tilted towards the sun. Landowners can lease land to developers for 20 to 30 years and earn an inflation-linked rent. Read our blog on solar farms to uncover whether this project is a good fit for your land. Please see the link in the description below. Solar is one of the fastest growing renewable energy sources in the UK. It's clean, it's quiet, and it's increasingly cost effective. And for many landowners, solar farm offers something that traditional agriculture can't: high potential for long-term income that's reliable. Rental payments are typically fixed in the lease and are linked to inflation, so they provide a predictable return year on year. And unlike farming income, solar isn't affected by crop prices, labor shortages, and the stability that this provides is a big reason that it's becoming so attractive to landowners. Solar farm payments vary depending on factors like location, proximity to the grid, the size of your site, and obviously the amount of sunlight that you receive, in addition to how your lease is structured. Now, most landowners are paid on a per acre basis, with modern leases lasting between 25 and 40 years. Now, while solar rents are generally lower per acre than wind, they're often easier to secure at scale and come with fewer planning and technical hurdles. Fixed rent is the most common arrangement, though some landowners explore hybrid or turnover-linked models where appropriate. One of the biggest concerns that landowners have is whether solar farms will permanently damage their lands. In reality, solar is one of the least invasive renewable technologies. The soil structure is largely preserved, and in many cases, the land can still be grazed by sheep throughout the life of the project. Because there's no deep excavation, land can be returned to agricultural use after the lease ends with relative ease. Planning permission is often the biggest hurdle for solar projects. Local planning authorities assess factors like visual impacts, agricultural land classification, ecology, and cumulative development in the area. Lower grade agricultural land typically has a much higher chance of approval. And while the planning process can be slow and uncertain, national policy is increasingly supportive of solar as the UK works towards its renewable energy targets. The truth is, solar farms aren't suitable for every landowner or every site. With any solar project, land can be tied up for decades, which limits flexibility for future use or sale. Grid connection delays can also stall otherwise viable projects, and poorly structured leases can expose landowners to various risks. That's why professional advice is critical, and getting the lease terms, break clauses, and rent review provisions right can make a significant difference over the life of any project. Compared to traditional farming, solar offers stability rather than volatility. And compared to wind, solar generally produces lower rent per acre, but is often easier to consent and less visually intrusive. For many landowners, solar isn't about replacing farming entirely. It's about diversifying income while reducing financial pressure on the rest of the estate. So, are solar farms worth it? For most landowners, solar farms are worth it, provided the deal is structured properly. They can offer long-term, risk-free, inflation-linked income with minimal day-to-day involvement. While solar isn't always suitable for every site, where planning, grid access, and lease terms align, it can be one of the most straightforward diversification opportunities available today. If you've been approached by a developer and you're wondering whether your land might be suitable for solar, the most important step is getting good advice early, understanding your land's potential and comparing offers properly, as well as negotiating strong lease terms, because this can have a significant impact on your long-term income. Now, we've used a few definitions today, so if you're new to renewables, please check out our Renewable Energy Definition Guide, which breaks down all the terms we use in simple everyday English and how they apply to real projects. Please check out the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and share this video with other landowners who might be asking the same questions as you.